Boo? Hey, is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke, I assure you. It's the fear of victory and the agony of the Scarecrow.
What's up, fellow collectors? P-Rockzilla back again for another review, and today we're going to take a look at the Batman anime series Scarecrow from Mondo. This is the limited exclusive, if I remember correctly. I always figure it was time exclusive or limited. I'll make sure I put little letters in the bottom to let you guys know if it's limited or the time. Right off the top of my head, I think it's timed. But this is it right here, the one that comes with exclusive body part swappable heads. And you guys know from the Mondo, the line I mainly collect is the Batman anime series. That's what I love. The most, like, from the cartoon series, between that and X-Men were my two favorite when it came to like the comic book like cartoons I used to watch, other than Voltron and stuff like that. But this one I had to get, man, because Scarecrow's one of the coolest characters. And not only that, he changed his appearance early in the season, so I didn't realize that, so I went back to go watch the series again so I can get more familiar with the accessories. That's what I love. And you see the art box right here, pretty cool art box right there, something new to go with the plain black. But anyways, before we get the review started, please hit the like, subscribe button, click that bell notification, and now let's get this review started. Dale! What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. So let's take a quick look at the box before we get the figure out the box. Right here in the back, you get that beautiful Batman Anime Series logo. Right here, you got all the people who are involved in this. Alex Brewer, awesome guy. He's doing Clayface. Can't wait for that one. Hector, a few other people on there. You got the Mondo, DC, Batman, Warner Bros. Logo. On the side, you got the Scarecrow logo with the Mondo logo right there at the top. The 1/6 figure scale logo right there. Everything down here. In the front, you got the nice art with the exclusive sticker right here. Limited edition sticker right there. So I guess it is limited edition. Scarecrow on the top, Scarecrow on the right, and then it has a flip cover that you actually open up. Whoop, whoop. And you get nice art from the actual cartoon right there. There's a Scarecrow right there with the freaking sheath or scythe, whatever you call these things. I always forget what they call them. But anyways, here's a nice window of the figure and some of the accessories. So let's go ahead and get him out the box. All right, so the packaging for this is a little bit thinner from more of the other Mondo figures you normally would get. At least I got so far from the ones I've collected so far. But you only get one clamshell, but then what's different in this one is you actually get a separate semi-clamshell, half clamshell on the bottom of the packaging. All right, so here's the main clamshell you get. So you can see you get the rat there, the two head sculpts. Like I said, this is the limited edition one. You get the weapon there, you get the Scarecrow, the actual figure here. You get the two crows. You get his unmasked sculpt. And then I'll show you underneath real quick so you can see how it looks underneath. And then right in the bottom of this is the other portion that you do get. This is actually attached. Now these I kind of don't like because like I don't want to rip the packaging too much. So when you take these out, you gotta like cut this right here. So it's gonna look like, actually it's tape. So you could probably take the tape off very softly and get it. All right, so last time I think there was one that maybe was glued, but it kind of messed the packaging up once you put it back in. But here's the rest of the accessories right here. Here's the other hands, the special effects hand. Here's the base. And like I said, for all the bases from the series that they actually do, I think Batman has the best because they actually have the Batman logo on there. Most of the other ones have like a plain. I think maybe some of the Master Universe have icons on there, whatever, decal. But there you go. This is when you open the packaging. When you open the packaging, this is what you get. All right, so let's go get him out of all this plastic and wrappings. So you'll take a close look in 4K at the figure and all the details. So there we have Scarecrow with all the accessories that come in the packaging except for the stand in the base. The stand in the base were only two portions where you have to cut the tape in the side. So not all my figures I use stand in base on because some of them do stand securely on their own, like Joker. So far, and Venom stands pretty good on his own. So I'm gonna test him out first. If I need to stand in the base, I may have a spare one I can use instead of trying to cut this one open. Just leave that one pristine. But anyways, if I have to open it, I'll open it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure first, as always, because we gotta see, of course, as always with this Mondo anime series and the Mondo series, is how accurate it is to the screen. And right there, right away, you can see that is the Scarecrow that we all know from the anime series. Now, I did see a few issues with mine. Not anything too major, but a few issues that I did bring up to Mondo because They always tell me to just reach out to them if I have any issues or something. But as you see, there's a scuff mark there. I could easily repaint that, but I gotta find the paint that matches it and everything. So you can see scuff mark there. And then right on the bottom of the hat, there, I'm not sure you can see it. You can see there's like a silver paint there. I can repaint that myself also if I have to. Then also right there, like a black ink scuff mark also right there. But nothing major. It's nothing that has like makes the figure not posable. But anyway, so the face sculpt looks identical to his second form. That's correct. I keep forgetting. I always thought this was his first form, but we'll get back to that when we get to that portion. But right here, you can see the hat is beautiful. It's a hard plastic, a little bit soft on the tip, so it looks like it shouldn't break or chip if it falls off your shelf. Maybe some of the paint would probably chip on there or something like that, possibly. But you can see there, the hair looks real cool. Love the way that looks in the back. It has like a plastic bib that comes with it. So basically, when he eats and stuff, the food's not all over. No, I ain't playing. This is removable. I guess this is more to prevent the paint rub maybe from the yellow onto that brown there while it's in the packaging. Smart move, smart move. So for now, just for articulation reasons, I'm gonna leave it on there. It shouldn't hinder it too much. As you see, it's not even very thick. It's like a thin plastic, but as you can see, it looks basically fine there. You can see right through it. The arms look just like he looks in the cartoon. This looks amazing. I put my brightness a little bit higher so you can see more of the detail on there because it's a darker painted figure, more of like a matte finish. So just to make sure you guys can see all the details or any kind of issues you may see that I didn't see before. Another issue I see here is the scuff mark right there. That doesn't come off. So I could grab the eraser, try to erase it and stuff. But I don't want to mess with it too much and stuff. So that's a scuff mark there. But yeah, other than that, man, it looks real cool. You got some silver paint in here, just like on the top of the hat. Another little small issue. Nothing I said, nothing major. It's still gonna be a posable figure. You got his hands here. I love the cell shade right here on the back end of it. You can see behind him. Now he does have kind of like a drunk uncle type stand. Like he's like the way his body's arched is kind of leaning backwards like this. So I noticed that when I first got him out and I looked at it real quick to see how he, to see if there's any issues on it. I was like, oh, when he stands, he's like always looking like hunching a little bit. So the head does move up. So we look at the articulation real quick right now. The head, but it is hindered because of the hair. You have more articulation with either one of the other two heads that have no hair. So that will probably give you, more range of articulation. But the head does go sideways. But once again, you gotta be careful with that hair. So maybe just very smart that they put that plastic there because as you're trying to pose it, I would say try to get it in the pose you want. Once you have it in the pose you want, you could simply cut that and then pull that out. Just hold the head, pull it out real quick. It's like that table, the trick with the table and the plates, you gotta pull it quick. So just do that real quick and basically get the pose real good. But the head is a little limited because of the hair. Anything you would know with figures like this, they are. But he can look pretty far up. He can look very far down. Very cool with that because you can have him like kind of pose like kind of like a cross, like not a cross, but like a wood thing. We put the scarecrows on. I have him like looking down like that. All right, so the arms, he does have arms. His arms can go fully up, so you could get the T pose, as you can see there. It can go all the way up with the arms. Let's try this one right here. Boom. So you can do the Y pose too. And then his arms are not double jointed, just get 90 degree. So it's not bad. But Scarecrow never did some crazy poses, so you don't really have to have him doing 90-degree poses like Spider-Man or something. So you see the joints right there. Painted very well, so it's pretty hidden as you pose it. Same thing in the back portion. So not that bad. You do get twist at the elbow. And then obviously at the wrist and the hands. You can pose there. Fingers nice and soft. So you can basically move these around a little bit, no problem. Or put something in the hand with ease. All right, so we got that. Get the hands out the way. Obviously, not much. Like I said before, with like the crotch, like the right there, can't really go forward. You can't go back that much. I was just like that. I hope that was his leg. I don't think else broken here. I heard like something. Maybe that was his leg. I don't know. Oh, well. No, that's part of the plastic. All right, so that's fine. So you can go back a little bit, can go forward a little bit. That's about it. Not much sideways, but you do get twist at the waist. Legs. He's kind of limited on the legs. Can't do a split. Not much, but you could put the leg up this way, and he can. Oh, whoop! There, the leg fell off. All right, so woo! I'm getting nervous there for a little bit. All right, so gotta be careful because then you get some paint rub there. You try to do too much articulation on him. So I was all right. So I wouldn't put the legs too high. You can put him high. You get him this way. He has that kind of sucks. Single bend at the knee, no double bend. But once again, he doesn't do any crazy poses. You can still get him posed up all crazy in the stance somewhat. Like this. And then you get twist at the upper thigh. A little bit at the knee. And then let's see the feet. The feet can go up about that much and go down pretty decent. And then you do get pivot and twist. All right, so there we go. There's the articulation on Scarecrow. Whew, had me a little nervous. I had a little crack there. Leg fell off. Whoa, man. Anyways, so I'll keep that bib on for now. You can see on the... Now, this was kind of weird, too. Like, it felt weird when I saw, like, the screws here. I don't think I ever seen any of these, at least in the Batman animated series one. If you guys know any of the other series that have it, maybe the Muto or any of the other ones that actually have it, but this was different. Feels kind of cheap, man. Feels kind of cheap. Like, I feel like I bought some cheap shoes. You can see the screws in the bottom. You still see the Mondo sticker on there, but I don't know. That should have been like some plug should have been on there to kind of cover it. You got the indentation in there. So it's like they could have had some plugs, see? Maybe they forgot to put plugs on mine. I'm not sure. But yeah, they could have some kind of like plugs or some kind of something to have a flush there and cover the screws. It just looks kind of weird. Can't really pose him with his foot up because it's going to look kind of silly. So one little minor nitpick right there. All right, so now let's look at the head sculpts. Now, this is how he first looked when he first came into the show, which I completely forgot about. His first appearance was with this Scarecrow face. It was kind of plain, kind of like a pickle or something. But this was the first appearance, so this is definitely something cool if you want to have like a retro or actually first appearance display and have him on there. And with this one, since you don't have the hair on him, I'm basically gonna try him out when I swap the final poses. I'll try a different head sculpt. I'll let you know, but it should have more posability since the hair's not there. But this definitely looks cool, looks creepy, and this is identical to what. So there's no silver on there, so this hat is perfectly painted. So this is identical to what he looked like when he first appeared in the cartoon. So definitely, I love this. That came with this. This is why I think limited edition. I think limited comes with this head sculpt, and if I remember correctly, this sculpt right here, the one without the mask, which I will probably more likely never use. Maybe I do like a short or a reel and have all like just hanging out, having a few drinks, having a smoke or something, and they're all just hanging out with their mask off or something like that. But it looks just like him in the cartoon. Definitely cool. Like the way they did the hair in the top. A little messed up hair. Like I said, I'm never going to use this, so I'm not worried about it. But look, it looks real good, man. The eyebrows are painted pretty good. The eyes, the droopiness, you can see the droopiness. And same thing with this one. Should have more articulation because there's no hair. And then the creepy one here. This is like the one that you wake up the next day, like the chick you at the bar, like, oh my God, this is not what you looked like in the bar. But anyways, yeah, this is creepy right here. This is a creepy one right here. This one I definitely use for final pose, but I probably would never use in my final pose. It's either gonna be the original one or the one of like the more that he wore more often after he wore the original mask. But this one is creepy. This one should have the same issue with posability because you can see the thing in there because of the hair, and this hair feels a lot thicker. Issue there, but I didn't tell him about this one. I forgot about that, but that's not big. Like I said, I'm never gonna use this one, so that's why it's like that's my thing. Like if I know I'm never gonna use a head sculpt and I see issues with it, I'm not gonna complain about it. I only complain about something that's obviously on the body or like the head sculpt that I will use or plan to use. But it definitely looks cool. Different like position of the hat. Definitely real cool. Creepy. It looks creepy. It's kind of something like from Pennywise, like it. All right, and then you get the little capsule right here, the serum. And then this was a pain in the butt to get out. So be careful taking this the stopwatch. I mean, but definitely cool right here. It was a pain in the butt taking out. I almost broke this piece off. So be careful taking that one out. And then of course you get the weapon. I love this. It's, like I said, sheath, scythe. There it goes. Sheath is the freaking sword thing. The scythe. Anyways, this is a weapon right here. Definitely want to have this in my final pose. Love the way this looks. It looks real creepy. Has a nice Halloween Scarecrow vibe. Definitely want to use this. Makes him, like creepy, but also dangerous. So definitely want to use this in my final pose. And then, of course, you get one of the time exclusive pieces, the Joker rat. So this is that episode where he freaking gets Batman. If I remember correctly, it was Batman, and Batman sees a rat. It looks like Joker. And it's just like this. It's pretty creepy. This, I probably this is good for pictures. People want to do pictures But this is just definitely something awesome. I'm definitely gonna have him displayed with this because nice little piece. It has articulation at the hands, and that's it. Just the hands. Tail's a little soft plastic, so it shouldn't break off easily. But look at that. Look at that creepy Joker face. Look at that. Look at the nose, the ears, the gloves. Definitely cool accessory piece. And of course, something I want to use my final pose too is the two scarecrows or ravens. Could be either or, but it's just I'm sorry. Yeah. So the scarecrow. I'm sorry. Two freaking crows. I'm sorry. The two crows. You got this one right here that has the wings open. I'm not gonna edit that out. It's fine. You guys see this is me being me. I guess I open this for the first time. So you get this raven with the wings like higher up, and then this one more with the wings down. And they both have the claws that get attached to his arm or shoulder, which we will see because I definitely want to do that in my final pose. I already got planned out when I first saw this figure, all the accessories. And let's get last but not least to the hands. You get one hand like this. I'm pretty sure this is the hand that's gonna be using to hold the serum. And like all Mondo figures, they all come with their own pegs, so it's easy to swap out. Rarely ever. I've only had it a few times where the peg comes out too with the hand. Like the hand comes out the peg, but usually they come out simple. You get a semi-closed one right here, and then you get another one with this. Another one you could probably put the serum in there, the stop clock in there. Another one with like semi-gripping. Another one right here. You can put another accessory piece in there. And then last but not least, you get the two smoke where you're blowing like the little smoked poison gas from his fingers. Just giving people the hallucinogen. Shh, definitely looks pretty cool. Look at that clear. You can see some of like the little mist in there, like the formation of the clouds in there. That's real cool. It's on there pretty good too, man. So be careful taking this out the packaging also, because I would recommend taking this out first instead of trying to take the hand out. Since this is longer, you put more pressure here instead of trying to put the pressure there. So be careful taking these out. But there's the other hand right here. This is a different formation. Looks cool. Doesn't seem too heavy where it's gonna mess the wrist up. I am questionable how much weight over time would you want to put on here. I'm probably gonna try posing one of my final poses, maybe possibly to have them at least with one of these on and test that out real quick. Because I don't want to put both of them on, and then what if they both get damaged? So at least I'll know one way or the other. But I'd rather try one first. But real cool. All right, so that's it. So there's Scarecrow and all the accessories and the crows. I keep saying the scarecrows. He's a scarecrow. And the plastic big. All right, so let's go ahead and get a size comparison started. So there we have Scarecrow with the original mask on, which is like maybe about the same height or a little bit taller than the default head sculpt that came with the figure. And because he's a little trickier to stand up next to each other currently right now, so I have Venom right there already. I didn't want to move him and have the figures fall. So there's the Mondo Spider-Man anime series Venom right there next to the Scarecrow, so you can see size comparison right there. I love that damn Venom, so cool. So let's bring another Mondo figure from the same line, and this is gonna be the Mondo Batman anime series Joker. You gotta have Joker. And then let's bring in something that's kind of a little odd, but this is gonna be a 1/18th figure. This is the Joy Toy Warhammer figure. And then, last but not least, let's bring in a 1/12 scale figure. This is going to be SH Figure Arts Goku, Dragon Ball Z. And there we go. Good size comparisons with 4 other figures. Just in case you currently have any of these figures and you want to see how Scarecrow will fit in your collection or your display. All right, let's go get the final thoughts and final poses. All right, so in this final pose, I wanted to reenact something I always thought out to myself. So I always thought, like Scarecrow, like I'm pretty sure they showed it before in the movies. I just don't recall it sometimes, but I'm pretty sure, maybe in the beginning, like he had to test out his little hallucinogen stuff on some people. So either more likely on himself first. I would think that because that's probably something I would think, probably test on yourself first before you can find people. Or was he always evil and always grab people and test it and force it on people? I don't really know for sure. I don't recall. Like I said, I could be wrong. They could have showed it in one of the cartoons I never seen before, but from the animated ones, they didn't show really much. From what I recall, maybe I didn't get that far because I started rewatching that product in season 2 right now. First season 1's pretty long. But anyways, in this pose, I wanted to have him basically trying out his own little thing. He's basically timing it is himself to see how long it takes effect. Basically, starts feeling the effect of the dosage of whatever he took. So he's basically testing his own stuff out on himself. And this is a good pose right here where he has his mask off. His only pose can really think about with his mask off and kind of have both of these two accessories. I kind of want to have the hand, or at least try some hands out that would probably best fit to use the accessories. So I kind of wanted to basically, I figured this was basically the best pose to try out all three, knock out three birds with one stone. Yeah, that's how it goes. But anyways, so this is a good one. I used the chair from one of my Harry Potter figures. So this is the chair from there, but that's not part of the figure here. So it's just something I added on there real quick. And I'm gonna take a picture of something recently. I want to add on another figure here that I think it would be pretty funny for a picture. So I'll take a picture of that, post it on social media. But anyways, this is a pose I wanted to have, see if he could sit down too. I wanted to have his legs crossed. He was able to do his legs crossed, but he wasn't able to balance on there right. So maybe, with some other support you could, but I didn't want to use any other support. So it's basically the best squatting position I can get him, where it kind of looked somewhat natural, where he's ready to basically feel like he's gonna, pass out, or he's gonna feel some kind of weird effect. But anyways, let's go to the next final pose. So in this final pose, I wanted to basically show you how both hands will look on there, because I gotta admit, it looks pretty cool with that spooky head on there, with him shooting the mist with both hands. And I want to actually test it out, see how it is balancing him, because I did have to arch him back a little bit, and while I was doing that, my foot peg came out, which is a good thing. I'd rather the peg come out than it break, so that's a good thing right there. But it is a little like, maybe I took it to the extent of the posing on the ankle, the left ankle right there, but it did come out. I was able to get back in easily, so I'm adjusting now. You see it's rocking now, so it's making me a little nervous he's gonna fall. Anyways, but the weight, I want to test the weight of the smoke effect in the front. So that's why I did have to arch his back a little bit more. But one thing that is a negative is that head, excuse me, the head is a pain in the butt to insert, man. Like, you have to get that peg. I think it's a fall over. We're gonna test this out. But you have to get that peg in the right angle. You have to push it in, and once you get in, you can't even really move it. So that thing's a pain in the butt to get on there. But it's on there. It's creepy. Here's a cool pose right here that I will probably have. So yeah, let's get to the next final pose before this thing falls on us. And here we have what is more than likely my final pose for my Scarecrow. I wanted to kind of still have him like in a pose where he's basically still posted up and basically looking spooky with that Scarecrow hair, like the hair on there, like the hair that's like hair, and have the crows on him, and have the weapon across. I kind of was hoping I could have it. It was long enough where I could have it basically holding one hand and then holding the other hand, kind of like where he's kind of like posted up on it. But it's not long enough, so I couldn't do that. So it was the second best thing I could do right here too, because I kind of wanted to still keep both arms up there. But here's a cool, and I forgot to add the freaking Joker rat. It would have been perfect in the other final pose where I had up doing the spray, like the like the spraying out of his fingers and everything. That would have been perfect for that. But of course, I wanted to add that accessory piece because I think it's a cool accessory piece. It's a cool homage to the episode, and I love it. I love the way it looks. So this is definitely going to be displayed in my display. I don't care, if he doesn't have the mist spraying. I love that little rat, Joker rat down there. So definitely wanted to give him the final pose. And yeah, man, more than likely I'm still just to be safe, because I don't know how long the ankle joints will hold up, if he'll get loose eventually. I'm gonna basically pose him with the stand and the base and have it around the waist, no problem. So that if I do that, I'm gonna have the legs kind of a little bit more crossed together instead of spread out, so it can look a little bit more creepier. But this is basically the gist of what I want to get for my final pose. And when I saw that Joker come out and they had all like the promo pictures, I saw how they had crows on him and everything. I was like, oh, I already know exactly how I want to have him, and have him with the most accessories on him as possible. So here you go, the final display for the Scarecrow from the Batman anime series. Mondo did an excellent job on this. I did reach out to Mondo, like I said, for the few issues I had. So some things should, they always take care of people. So good company, good customer service. Like I said, if you ever have issues, just reach out to the support and they'll get back to you. They'll let you know what can happen, what's going to happen next, what they can do. And they'll get back to you within, I think the longest time it took them to get back to me was because of the weekend. I reached out on Friday. I didn't get back to probably like maybe Monday or Tuesday, which is not long. It's like technically like 2 or 3 business days. So it's still awesome. Less than a week. But this is an awesome figure. I'm loving this line. I can't wait to get Poison Ivy. I know Bane came out, but I'm kind of holding up to still find a time exclusive one for not too expensive price. So I still gotta get Bane and then Poison Ivy And then all the other ones, I'm in for this, man. I'm in for this freaking series, man. They got me. Clayface is already pre-ordered him, man. Woo! He's coming out. I can't wait to get him. You guys know I love Clayface. I'm super excited, super stoked for that one. Can't wait to review that one. Can't wait to get it in my hands. Oh, I'm excited. But anyways, this was a fun review, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification. And as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale.